and I rise on this petition today to call for more policing supports in Conception Bay North. Whereas our community has experienced rising challenges that place significant strain on existing police resources, including longer response times to urgent calls for service, increased incidents of property crime, vandalism, and disturbances, gaps in patrol coverage, particularly during peak hours, growing mental health-related calls that require appropriately trained personnel, population growth, and increased services demands without a corresponding increase in local policing resources. And therefore, we petition the House of Assembly as follows. We, the undersigned, call upon the House of Assembly to urge the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador to increase policing staff to meet the current and projected needs of our community, enhance regular patrols in both residential and commercial areas, support additional community policing initiatives, including outreach, prevention programs, and youth engagement, improve support for mental health crisis response, such as specialized units or partnerships with trained professionals, and invest in crime prevention strategies with technology and community safety infrastructure. And Speaker, I've also attended meetings in my district, as well as my other colleagues who are present, who represent the region of Conception Bay North, where we meet with the Conception Bay North Joint of Council, and it's something that our local community leaders recognize that is needed. I also receive significant calls from, to my constituency office, from business owners, in particular, where they're seeing repeated crimes, where unfortunately they're making the calls, but the resources are just not there to support. That said, I certainly want to recognize the hard work by the RCMP as well as the RNC here in our province. They're certainly doing a good work with everything that they have. As a government, of course, I'd like to acknowledge my colleague as well, the former Minister for Justice, with significant investments. I think over $40 million has been invested by our previous administration to enhance and to support the overall Department of Justice and Public Safety, including policing as well as the judiciary. I also met with my colleague, the Minister, recently for Justice and Public Safety to talk about this. And as I've always said, when it comes to crime, it's certainly not political. It's not Liberal. It's not PC. It's not NDP. It's certainly something, of course, that impacts all of society. I think we're all on the same page, of course, and we recognize the importance of this. And I look forward, of course, to working with colleagues on all sides of the House to do what we can for the residents of Newfoundland and Labrador. Thank you, Speaker.